had several unofficial visits to Michigan recently. You just went last month. How was that visit, and what did you learn about Michigan that you might not have learned before?
Yeah, like you said, I visited Michigan a lot of times. First couple times I liked it. Next couple times I liked it. Every time I go up there, I like it. That goes for with any other school. Every time I get a chance to learn something new about a school, I think my interest peaks in that school. So that's why it's always good to get to schools more than once, because you see different things every time you go. So it's really good.
How do you approach those types of visits?
Most schools, they ask me what I'm looking for in the school. They ask me what I would like to see on the visit. First thing I tell them is academics. I want to go into medicine, so that's number one. Second thing, I want to compete with the best, whether that be the best players on the field, or best coaches, best coaching staff, best training staff. And number three, I want to play in the best environment. Whether that be surrounded by the best people, best professors on campus. I just want to be in the best. I want to do what's best for me.
Now, you speak a lot to Dylan McCaffrey. What's your relationship like with him, and are there any other players that you talk to that are committed to other schools aside from Michigan?
Yeah, I've been developing a lot of relationships with quarterbacks committed to various schools. And I think it's pretty cool. These guys are the top quarterbacks in our class. It's just a privilege to be able to speak to them and get to know them.
Michigan's made a huge deal about their Pipeline 9 effort, and how appealing is it to you to potentially play with some of the, whether it be, other people from Michigan or those other people you've forged some, relationships with?
Well, it's a blessing to play Division I college football anywhere, I think, and to do so with that being free, everything, tuition and costs paid for, is going to be a blessing wherever I go. So.
Coach Harbaugh seems to be quite in the news quite often, speaking about the whole Twitter thing. Obviously, we see him also defending the satellite camps. He's gotten a Twitter war with Alabama's Nick Saban. Yeah. What's your reaction when you see coaches like Harbaugh and Nick Saban and others have such a big presence on Twitter and social media?
Well, those two right there that you just said, those are probably the most prominent coaches in college football. Have had success in college. In the pros, they definitely know what they're doing. They're on opposite sides of the spectrum because Michigan's the up north Big Ten school and Alabama's a down south SEC school. So I can see where the argument and the controversy started, but like I said, both are great men. I've talked to both of them, and both just want to be winners.